Hey guys, Reviews All Media here. I'm back at the reviewing wall today to review The Thing by John Carpenter. Um, First off, this movie is a remake. You know, if you watch James Rolfe at all, you probably already know that this is a remake of a movie from the 1950s called A Thing from Another World. It was a science fiction movie. But as far as remakes go, I'm not going to lie, I haven't seen the original, but this movie on its own is really quite good. And I've heard a lot of people say that it's better than the original. I can't vouch for that, but, if you want to know my thoughts on the original, I haven't seen it. I know that this got remade. I haven't seen that either. But I'm going to go right to the story here. Basically, there's these scientists in the Antarctic, and this, I guess, monster organism, whatever you want to call it, gets into their facility and starts to cause havoc. Because basically, what it is it's an organism that they only call the Thing, and it can imitate any other organism it wants to down pat, like, perfectly. It can imitate a human, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. The human, it can imitate human speech, human behavior, everything. And so it starts to cause a lot of havoc because they've got this monster running around in their facility that looks exactly like a human, and it can imitate a human speech and human behavior and all that. So they don't know who this monster is. They need to get rid of it because it's killing everyone there. But the problem is that they can't tell who is and who isn't the Thing. And so this makes for a really tense, really paranoid atmosphere to the movie, and that's one good thing about the movie is that the tense and paranoid atmosphere is really good. It's really good. It works really well, and the movie is really good at projecting this sort of mindset onto the viewer. I remember thinking the whole time that the Thing was this one character. I just thought the whole time, they are the Thing. They are the Thing. Why don't you just kill them already? It's so obvious. And I'm not going to say whether or not they were, but it's just that it makes you think that. It makes you start guessing. It makes you, guess who is and who isn't. And it really gets you involved into the story. The acting is really awesome, too, because, you got Kurt Russell playing the lead, and you got Wilford Brimley in there, the diabetes guy. Everything that he does, everything that is done in this movie, as far as acting goes, is really, really good. The side characters are really good. The leads are really good. Everyone's very good at being scared and acting paranoid, and in a movie where you need a really, scary, tense atmosphere, it works really well. The characters, they're scientists, they think logically, but, there are certain characters that you really root for. The lead in particular, I was really rooting for him, and, overall the characters are good, and the acting's really, really, really quite good. Story, like I said before, is also great, forgot to mention that. I don't usually mention special effects when I do reviews unless they're really terrible, but I have to mention them right now because they're the opposite of terrible. They are fantastic. This was made in the 80s, so there is no CGI to speak of. These are all practical effects done by hand, and they are absolutely astounding. This movie, when it was first released, got an X rating because when the Thing transforms into another organism, like a human or another animal, we see it in explicit detail, and it's absolutely disgusting, and it's awesome. I'm still amazed that they were able to do this in the 80s, and I still don't know how exactly it works, but, if you're really into, gore and whatever, but you don't like CG, you'll definitely love this. This is, your ideal movie right here. The directing, it's John Carpenter, so I really don't have to say anything more. It's awesome. But, overall, I really, really like this movie. I have not seen the remake. I just think that's so hilarious. The remake was so popular that they remade the remake. But, as far as this movie goes, I love it on its own, and it's really fantastic. I'd give it an 8 out of 10 and recommend it to any fan of horror movies, gross-out movies, science fiction, whatever. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.